Hello and welcome to B&D. Please like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the little bell for your notifications. Meow. Hello, and let's not get too much in the sun and mess up the picture. Today is the 31st of July. God, this year is flying over fast again. So today I went into Saltcoats, and on the way back I stopped off in West Kilbride to a tiny little charity shop, technically the only charity shop that is in West Kilbride. And I went in there and I found this dress. For £1. I also got these two items. So I'm going to turn you around. I got this skirt, which was also £1. It was on the reduced. So you see it's got the £1. And this is a Shein one. Comes with its little belt. And I got these shoes. Now, if you see, they are Marks and Spencer's. They are still attached together. There is not a mark on them. They haven't been worn. Weirdly enough, they say they're a size 7. Well, that's a lie, because they're not, because they fit me. So we turn them over, and that's how much they're worth. And you can see they haven't been worn, because none of these labels have any marks on them. You know, they're not scuffed in any way. The marks are from being on the shelves and being pulled off. So these are £35 Marks and Spencer shoes with, you know, pretty good soft inside. Now those were £4. £4 for a brand new pair of shoes from Marks and Spencer's. So as we say, it isn't very easy to do. We'll work outside. It isn't very easy to do where I get my clothes from, or where you should go and find out how to get things from, because there we go, in the light. Because it's very hard to get charity shops to put up stuff for £1. It's much harder now. When I started 3 years ago, I went into one charity shop after the other, and I would find dresses all the time for £1. That's how I ended up with so many dresses, because I ended up going into so many charity shops. And at that point, since I didn't have anything, I would just pick up anything that would fit me, that going, that looks all right. It doesn't look like it's been washed 400 times and it's 50,000 year old. So I would just pick anything that looked at least decent. So I ended up with a lot of dresses. Quite a lot of them I don't even think I've worn more than once. There may be a couple that I've never worn at all from that. But nowadays it's much harder. Charity shops are charging so much now for dresses that it's very difficult to find the pound dress. It's not impossible, it's just very difficult. Too many of the charity shops, they get the stuff for nothing, and yet they're trying to charge £10, £12, £15, and I'm not prepared to go to that price. I still have a fairly low dress budgeting price for when I'm out. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, although I can't work out whether it's supposed to be a dress or a night dress, because it's got the same material as a night dress. But it's £1. So it looks like it's been worn, so it looks like it's been around. The thing comes is that if you're going to dress, then having everything brand spanking new makes you stand out. So really you have to buy stuff that looks like it's a little bit worn, that you've had it quite a while, because then you don't stand out as much as being brand new shoes, brand new dress. You don't look right. Nobody puts brand new everything on at the same time. Well, very rarely. Wow, the sun has really come out now. So yeah, I went to one charity shop and yeah, I spent £6, but I haven't bought anything the whole of the time I've been here, other than my bag that I'm using, and I got that for £2.50, and I'm using it every day because it's fairly light. My leather bags are quite heavy because the leather is quite thick, so they're quite heavy, and this bag is a little bit lighter, especially on my shoulder arm. So buying clothes is difficult. So my choice now is that there is no point spending £5 on a dress if I can go to Temu and pay £3 for one. So a massive amount of dresses like in the last 6 months have come from Temu, because if I can pick up a brand new dress for £3, why would I get a second hand one and pay £7 for it, or a £5? No point to it. For sizing, I would technically go for a 16, as long as it has stretch, because technically getting the dress on is sometimes the difficult point. If it's a material that doesn't stretch, then you've got to go to an 18, then it looks more big and baggy, so you would need a belt for it. But it might also mean that it's more looser, that you don't need to go to the extent to hide anything. So that's buying clothes. I don't go overboard. If I'm going, I need this because of this reason, then I will look for that. So now I'm more in charity shops. I don't need to buy stuff because I have a good amount. So therefore I don't need really to buy a dress if I don't like the look of it and it's not the price. I got this because it was dark and it was £1, and I haven't bought anything, and it's not bad, not my normal colourful colours, but it has a pattern and will fit in more when I'm out. So yeah, buying stuff in charity shops is still better than buying stuff in clothes shops, because it still should be cheaper. And yes, you might be able to buy an expensive named brand if you've got the money for it. I still don't prescribe to going to buy a £10 dress if I can buy 10 dresses at £1, because I am more likely to find one or two dresses that I will wear a lot from that £1 one over the one dress that cost me £10, and limit when I'm going to wear it. When it comes to everything else, tops, it's very hard for me to find tops that I like the look of. I wear skirts quite much easier, leather skirt and different colours. skirts which are maybe a little shorter or a little bit more fluffy and puff out, a bit like the one that we have in there. It was £1. It's size 12. Well, it's medium, so I'm assuming it's going to be size 12, 14. Looking at it, it should be. But it has a high elasticity waistband, so that's where we shouldn't. And it has the belt, so we have ways of holding it in place. So yeah, clothes can be difficult. It's much easier for me dress to go into a clothes shop and buy clothes or underwear or bras. If you go and dress like a man, you stand out a lot more and it looks a little bit more weird and you might get some more funnier looks. But I find it much easier to go and pick a bra or a pair of panties and no one makes a comment. I'm dressed. So that is clothes buying. It isn't easy and it isn't easy to get cheap. You have to physically find which cheap shops or which charity shops are going to give you or have in the past done things for £1. There are some that just don't, so there's no point going into those ones and assuming you're going to find something that's going to be £1. So I go out, I have a look. If I don't find anything, it doesn't matter. So I will spend days and days and days of not buying a single thing. Not because I haven't seen something I've liked, but because I'm not prepared to pay the price that they want for it. And at some point, they'll get sick of having it on the shelf and they'll reduce it down because everybody else will see the same thing. So I am going in. As I said, today I went to Salcoats. I had breakfast and it's now 4 o'clock-ish time and I haven't had anything else. I'm due to have another drink, I think, at some point. But yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll take it since it's the 31st day. It's the 1st of August tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to Irvine, which means I'm going to end up back in Taco Bell, and I'm probably going to get my combo 1. So I'm going to have that because I don't think I can get another $3.99. They don't always put it up every day, but I'll want something a little more filling. So yeah, today I wasn't wearing this because I just bought it. I was wearing this green one, which is fairly tight, but loose. Just as well I wore a long dress today because it was very windy. I didn't bother too much with lipstick because it came off, and I've just put my nails on for tomorrow. So we see how they go for the rest of the day and overnight and see if anything chips off. This is the Rimmel one, and I have difficulty doing nails because my hands shake that I can't keep still long enough to do that. So yeah, so once again I am in a very short dress, which yeah, but the thing comes is that most people don't go out in really short dresses all the time, so you can't wear and go out looking too different or you will stand out. So with that, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video, so bye for now.